I make sure my people good, I can't do nothing for free. Why the fuck would I stop now? They depending on me. Niggas ain't never seen me, they just heard me on.
What's up, y'all? We back with another video on the channel. And today gonna be another one of my like stud kind of like tip videos, but it's gonna be a little different. As y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all my experience on what it's like dating as a stud. And I got like down here on my iPad like some kind of points that I'm gonna go through, so yeah, y'all just stay with me and watch the whole video. So just in case y'all new here to my channel, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory about me. I'm 23 years old and I've been in 2 relationships in my whole life, so I'm gonna just give y'all my experiences, some experience from the past, and then what it's like dating for me now as a 23-year-old, like dating in my 20s basically. So the first thing I want to get into is stereotypes. Like as a stud, I feel like we have a lot of like stereotypes when girls like date us, and I mean like they be having like their assumptions about us off rip before we even get like a chance to like prove ourselves or show them like what we're really about. And like I'm gonna say like the main thing is everybody be saying, oh, studs are like stuck on their exes, studs are this, studs are that, da, da, da. And I just hate that. Like if you fucking with somebody new and you decide to like give them a chance or whatever, it don't matter who it is, don't go off like no stereotype, or don't like say something like that. Oh, that's like saying like you see you talking to like a fine person or whatever, and you be like, oh, you fine, you look like you got hoes or studs or cheaters and all this other stuff. Like, no, if you gonna come talk to me, don't have no stereotypes, no assumptions. Like, just come see me about me, you feel me? Like, come see for yourself. And a lot of femmes, they just be having like that stuff in their head made up already off rip. And like me personally, with my experiences with that, like falling into like stereotypes and girls having assumptions, I feel like I kind of get that like a lot. Like people are quick to assume about me before actually having a real conversation with me. Like most girls, they'll see, because I have like, you know, a few followers on like TikTok and Instagram, and I do YouTube and stuff. And before they even, like, after they start talking to me, we'll have a conversation, they'll be like, oh, I thought you were gonna be like Hollywood or this or that. I'm like, why you assume that just because I have like a little bit of followers and stuff? But like once they actually start talking to me, they realize like I'm a humble person, you feel me? So that just goes to show, don't go off like assumptions or stereotypes when you're talking like to a stud or a femme or anybody. Like I said before, just like see for yourself and then go off of that, because yeah, nobody really be trying to hear all that. Like, next thing I want to get into is gender roles. I feel like this one is, yeah, this is a good topic for sure. This is a good topic, gender roles. So me personally, when I'm dating a female, gender roles is something that I do not personally like to play into, because at the end of the day, I feel like we're both girls, and I had to learn that myself, like just through the years of dating. I used to think that the stud, since I'm like the masculine one, I had to be put in like a gender role, like I gotta do this, I gotta be the this, initiate and do all of this and that. And then as I start like talking to different girls and stuff, you meet girls that they don't put you like in that box. They, you know, reciprocate the same energy as you, because we're both females, and that has taught me to like, you know, that's the way it should be. You know, we both should be doing things like 50-50. Like I take you on a date, you take me on a date, I buy this, you buy this, I pay for this, you pay for that. That's how I would prefer my relationships to be, because at the end of the day, we are females. I don't have to be put in, you know, to act like I'm the man of the, I hate that term, like man of the relationship. Like, no, I'm not no man. So like gender roles, I definitely don't like females who like to play into that. So like if I'm talking to a girl and I can tell that like that's the type of female she is, where it's like one person gotta be doing more than the other person, or one person gotta act a certain way, like that's definitely not my type. And it's crazy because like all the girls, thankfully and luckily, like all the girls that I've been in like serious, well, not all, sort of the girls that I came across and been in like situationships and relationships with, they actually, you know, they don't mind taking care of me and treating me like the girl I am, just like how I treat them. Like they don't mind picking up the tab, they don't mind, you know, giving me like feminine compliments and stuff. And that's the stuff that I really like, because it's like that just shows I look at you just like how you look at me, like we both girls. And I feel like as a stud, if the girl you talking to is not like that, like not on 50-50 and not making you feel as good as you making her feel, you gotta let it go, or let it be known that, hey, you feel me, I deserve certain things too. So make sure your girl is always, you know, reciprocating that same energy for sure, because as studs, we do deserve it. We deserve it all too. Other thing is, since we're on the topic of like gender roles, I'm gonna just get into us studs like tapping into our, like, you know, being more feminine, you feel me, and being comfortable with being feminine with our partners. That is another thing I had to learn. Like, when I first came out, I used to think that you had to like act a certain way because of how you dress. Like, since I'm wearing boy clothes, I gotta act like, you feel me, but it does not have to be like that. Like, make sure, I would say definitely when you're dating someone, make sure you don't have to like water down like how you truly want to act and how, you know, you are as yourself, because you're a woman at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with showing that and showing those feminine traits. That's not going to scare off a female that's truly likes women, you feel me? That's, if anything, that's just going to draw her closer. Next thing we're going to get into is females moving too fast. Females moving too fast and being too, I don't want to say easy, but I'm going to just say being too accessible. Sometimes, like, in the DMs, like, I'll be going through my DMs and I'll see girls coming off way too strong. Like, I'll open a DM and I'll be having a conversation with a girl and they'll try to say something, like, sexual off rip. Or even in, like, person, they'll just be, like, ready to, like, be on that level off rip, and that is a big turnoff. I don't know. I feel like most studs, I don't know, they think, I don't know what females be thinking about us, or if they think we're just like gonna go that easy just because we're studs or something. But no, that's like the hugest turn off when a girl is like coming off way too strong off rip and way too accessible. Like, I can't do anything with you just off rip like that. Like, look at how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself a certain way, you're gonna get treated a certain way. So that's like, I hate when girls do that or come at me like trying to say something sexual as a flirt, like off rip. I don't like that at all. That is definitely not my cup of tea. And I feel like just in general, sometimes lesbians like can move too fast. Like, I feel like I'm the only lesbian that doesn't like moving fast. Like, I genuinely do not like that. That would push me away. In order to like truly get to know somebody, you really have to take that time and like take your time to really get to know the person you're dealing with. So I had a situationship going, that's like my most recent thing that had ended, and before that I was in like a real relationship and a situationship. So in the relationship, which was about like 2 years ago, I would say the mistake we definitely made was moving way too fast. Like, I literally had asked this girl to be my girlfriend over text message, and it's only been a few weeks, and she was leaving for college. So I felt like maybe that's why I was rushing it, so we could be in that relationship before she go to college. And we didn't even really know each other like that. Like, we didn't really create that bond. We didn't spend enough like intimate time to really like get to know each other and decide if it's what we really want. We were just going off of the honeymoon phase and making a fast move, and it ended things like, it just ended up a mess. And if I could go back, I would have not made that decision. Like, I would have just let her go to college, explore and experience, and yeah, not be in a relationship just off of a few weeks. So me now, like in the situationship, I had chose to really take my time with it before I decided to make her my girlfriend. And at some points, I feel like, you know, she thought I was bullshitting and stuff like that because, you know, and not thinking I don't like her for real because I wanted to take my time with certain things. And like, I feel like, I would say it takes maybe like a month max, like a good month, 2 months maybe, like of just really getting to know each other, spending that time and deciding before you really want to just jump into a relationship like that. Because like when you really think about it, a relationship is a big commitment and it's a big thing. You don't want to go into it, you know, unsure, or you just want it to go as good as possible, even though you always gonna have ups and downs, but you just want to be sure that you're making the right move. So that's just the type of time I was on with her, and I just thought, you know, we kind of like disagreed a little. No, she felt like I was on bullshit and I didn't really like her for real because of me wanting to take my time. But I feel like that time is definitely needed, you know what I'm saying? We be in relationships with people we don't even know for real. I want to always start like with building up like a friend kind of like bond. Like, I want to know how you are as a person, like your character and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just off experiences, that's just how I want to do things now, is just to always take my time with it and, you know, let things flow and not rush too much. And that doesn't mean like you have to be leading a girl on and stuff, because there's a difference between, oh, I'm dating and I'm experiencing new people. That's cool too, but I feel like one thing I want to do is be more clear with my intentions, like start intentionally dating. I heard somebody say that, and I think that's something I want to start doing, is just letting my intentions be known off rip more, and, you know, laying things out so nobody is confused, so there's boundaries made, you know, because you don't want to be leading anybody on. You always want to make sure you're telling them what it is, because in my younger days, I was lying and trying to have my way and stuff, but now as like a 23-year-old, the first thing I definitely want to do is always be honest with anybody that I'm talking to. You know, I'm always tell them what it is, and I feel like we grown now, so you always want to let every party involved know what's up, you feel me? But other than that, yeah, like, I feel like everybody should just be taking their time and making sure that that person is the right one for them. Like, there's no reason to move fast. Like, we're not in a rush. Like, we're all, you know what I'm saying? We're not in a rush in this life, or at least I feel like I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just let it happen. Besides all the relationship stuff and the dating, I want to let everybody know that's watching this, it is okay to be single. My LGBT community, I feel like sometimes, like, not even just us, but a lot of people feel like we need a relationship, or we need to be dating somebody, or we need to be talking to somebody. But in reality, all you need is yourself. First and foremost, God and yourself will get you through anything. And I feel like everybody needs that time alone for sure before you even jump into a relationship, or you jump into dating again, or however your situation is. And make sure you always are taking them breaks and just having time for yourself. Date yourself, love yourself, pour that energy into yourself. Make sure you good, get to know yourself, you know, figure out what makes you happy when you're not in a relationship and it's just you, and you know, got your own routine going, got your own life going. Make sure you got a life that you love outside of that, because, you know, I feel like people can get caught up in those relationships, and then, you know, when they end, they're stuck like, oh, what do I do now? I don't know what to do with myself. So I just want to make sure to anybody watching this that you know, create that happiness for yourself outside of everything else. So to everybody out there, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos y'all would want from a stud's perspective, and I'll do my best to get at to y'all. And I hope y'all are having a good night, good day, whatever time y'all are watching this. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching.